Gamecocks have upset the Kentucky Wildcats here at Colonial Life Arena. After 2 losses in the regular season, South Carolina exacts revenge on the Auburn Tigers. And the Gamecocks avenge and advance at the SEC tournament.
It gives you confidence. When you got older guys, if we had nothing but juniors, I don't know if that makes as big an impact on our guys as it did with all the freshmen that we had. As young as we were, we went into the offseason with a feel good about our team. And it's clear to me that these guys are fully engaged in what it takes to succeed.
I think the biggest thing it does is make them understand the system works. They could actually see that in playing the way he wants them to play and playing how he wants them to play, that if we do that on a consistent basis, that we can be competitive with whoever we play.
I feel like we kind of hit our stride near the end of the season, which unfortunately for me was kind of disappointing because I felt like we were playing great basketball and I wanted our season to continue. But at the end of the day, we're still, able to kind of come again collectively here and ride the momentum that we had at the end of the season.
With that momentum, it was important for the team to keep pushing forward. And during the summer, that push moved from the hardwood to the weight room.
One more, baby, one more rep.
Scott Greenewald, he's unreal. There's not a better strength coach for men's basketball in the country than him. And the mental toughness that he instills in them, the attention he pays to them individually. Because it's not about having everyone in their bench pressing. It's about having a detailed plan for each individual. And he did that with Demetrius, like him and Limonis, to use 2 examples. They're 2 completely different animals. Demetrius is too thin, Limonis is too heavy. And he's hit a home run with both guys. So they go in there and they sacrifice and they lay it on the line to push their bodies to extremes every single day. And together with Scott's guidance there, they've all gotten better.
Demetrius came in at like 202, he's 230 right now. Mendalgas is up to 230. Sindarius has continued to change his body. Our guys physically are changing into what looks like an SEC basketball team.
Armed with new bodies, better prepared for the long season ahead, the Gamecocks are ready to raise the curtain on a new campaign. They did so with an exhibition against intra-city rival Benedict College. More than 10,000 basketball-hungry fans flooded Colonial Life Arena, eager to see the next step for South Carolina basketball. Welcome to Colonial Life Arena for the season debut of South Carolina basketball. The Gamecocks hit the floor next for an historic exhibition showdown for the first time ever. It's South Carolina against their neighbors from Columbia, the Benedict College Tigers.
As brothers in the locker room, we're concerned about getting better today and tomorrow. We're worried about whatever happened yesterday. We want to improve on what we did in the past so that we can kind of make sure the same mistakes don't happen again.
The kick to an open Johnson. He drives in and jams it down. That's quite a way to get started. Another transition. Johnson alley-ooping it for Thornwell. Elevator up. A little glimpse of what might be to come in that Gamecock backcourt. Johnson connecting with Thornwell.
You got to give more out of yourself than what you really think you can, and in order to be really good, and that's the goal. Is every time we line up, we got to be better every day.
His first action of the season. Stroman the floater. Well, the drive and pitch. Great ball rotation to an open Johnson. Straight down the well. Henry baseline jumper. Good.
I know fans want to hear, well, are we going to go to the NCAA tournament? Are we going to go to postseason? Are we going to win the league and things like that? But I think before you really get to that point, you've got to get guys that day in and day out are playing at a certain level.
The skip to Thornwell. Bottoms.
Catch and shoot. He's terrific off the dribble on the floor.
Slips it down to a curling Stroman. Great dump down to Henry for the flush.
I can tell you that there's not going to be a team that plays harder than us. There's not going to be a team that's going to compete and represent that uniform any harder. We'll match anyone's intensity. We'll match anyone's courage and pride to wear their uniform for our school. And as a fan, you got to be proud to have guys that are willing to do that.
Over the top of the zone to Johnson for three.
Well, we get a little glimpse of who might be helping replace some of the three-pointers hit by Brenton Williams last year.
So it is on to November 14th, the next date circled on Frank Martin's calendar. That's when his Gamecocks open the season for real against North Florida.
We're going to play the game the right way. We're going to be unselfish. We're going to sacrifice for each other. And we're ready to take this ride.